Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com for this week's Living on the Hudson weekly recap. Looking at the numbers, in the past week, 96 properties have gone under contract in the Hudson County MLS. That's up from last week, which was 82. They had an average list price of $755,000. That's down slightly from last week. Last week it was $759,000. Median list price over the past week was $650,000. That is down. Last week it was $699,000. Days in the market, 38 days in the market was the average days in the market, and 15 days in the market was the median days in the market. That's actually up a little bit. Last week it was 43 days in the market average, and 31 was the median. So things are selling at a little bit faster pace as we come off of New Year's. Looking through the list, some properties that stood out to me in Hoboken. You had 1450 Washington Street, unit 1202, one bed, one bath, 803 square feet. It listed for $849, on the market for 5 days. I did show this property when it was on the market. This was a top floor unit on the south side, so the other side here of the building, overlooking Hoboken. So it was a very bright unit, one bed, one bath at 1450 Washington. This building was developed by Toll Brothers, concierge here on the first floor. Gym is on the first floor as well. And they also have a common rooftop deck area up here with a barbecue area. And they have access to amenities at 1400 Hudson, which is to the left here off screen, where there's an outdoor pool and lounge. I don't have interior photos anymore of this unit. However, it was a one bedroom and it faced south overlooking Hoboken. List for $849. My guess is it's sold over asking. But when it closes, I'll be happy to report back on what it ended up selling for. In downtown Jersey City, over at Dixon Mills, you had 158 Wayne Street, unit 106A, listed for $725,000. This was a two-bedroom, two-bath duplex on the first and second floor, on the market for 13 days. Dixon Mills, former Dixon Pencil Factory, located off of Christopher Columbus Drive in downtown Jersey City. It's made up of about 4 different buildings. Originally apartments in the 1980s, so it went from factory to an apartment conversion, and then that apartment conversion converted to condo in the mid 2000s. So there's over 400 units in the community. They're all different. There's really no two layouts that are the same. And here you have a two-bedroom that is under contract at Dixon Mills. The asking price was $725,000. And when it sells, I'll be happy to report back on what it ended up closing for. Link down below here on YouTube will be links to all these condo buildings that I'm discussing, so you can check out other units that might be available for sale or that have sold in these communities. Also in downtown Jersey City, you had the Portofino 1 2nd Street, unit 604, listed for $985. This was in the market quite a while, 173 days. Two bed, two bath, 1,158 square feet on the 6th floor. Portofino located on 2nd Street. On this block, you also have the Mandalay building, which is a similar building to Portofino, originally developed by the same developer. And this building was actually a residential apartment rental building that was converted into condominiums in the mid 2000s as well. It has an outdoor pool, fitness center, concierge, children's playroom, small residence lounge, and it's located not far from all 3 path stops in downtown Jersey City. And this property is under contract over at Portofino in downtown Jersey City, listed for $985,000. Looking also through the list of some properties that recently went under contract that stood out to me, over at Hudson Club in West New York. This is 26 Ave at Port Imperial, unit 434, listed for $885,000, on the market 41 days. Two bed, two bath, 1,500 square foot duplex. So Hudson Club made up of 2 separate buildings, 24 and 26 Avenue at Port Imperial, in the Port Imperial section of West New York. This was originally a exclusive rental building that converted into condo again in the mid 2000s. That's when a lot of these rental to condo conversions were happening. This is a western facing unit, so it does not have New York City views. It faces west towards River Road, and it is a duplex. The top floor unit of this building, which is the 4th floor, are all duplex level units. So on the 4th floor of Hudson Club, you have these 2-level units. Many of them have a loft above, which overlooks the living room, so many people use this as a bedroom or a den area. Some of them have an additional bedroom plus a loft. So you have these 2-bedroom plus den or 1-bedroom lofted units. And this looks like it was a 1-bedroom on the first floor and a den loft on the second floor. So large unit, 1,500 square feet over at the Hudson Club, listed for $885. Some properties that sold in the past week. Over in Hoboken at the Sky Club, 700 First Street, Unit 14H, listed for $926. It sold for $899, so it sold under asking. 14 days in the market, cash purchase, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,268 square feet. I do not have interior photos of this unit. However, Sky Club is made up of 2 different towers. Lobby here is in the middle. So this was developed by Toll Brothers starting in the early around 2003, 2004, finished around 2006. So 2 separate towers here. This is 12H and it sold for $899 at Sky Club in Hoboken. 77 Hudson Street, Unit 3206, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,558 square foot unit, listed for $2,100,000, and it sold for $2,051,000 on the 32nd floor. This is the Stingray unit in the front east side of the building. It's really like a 2-bedroom plus den. This was developed by K. Avnanian around 2006, 2007. Over 400 units in the community. And here you can see this was a direct east-facing home looking towards Lower Manhattan and the Hudson River. This is a very popular layout in this building. So also, as I mentioned, it's known as the Stingray. The floor plan looks like a Stingray if you look at it from above. So you have bedrooms, one on the left, one on the right side, and there's actually an office area when you first come in down the hallway here. And this is that office area that I was referring to. And this sold for $2,051,000 over at 77 Hudson Street. In Journal Square, Canco Lofts, 50 Day Street, Unit 436. This is the former American Can Company building, which became Canco Lofts. Listed for $429, it sold for $423. When you drive past Route 1 and 9, leaving downtown Jersey City, you'll pass Canco Lofts on the left side. It's made up of several different buildings, very high ceilings. Some of the units have 18-foot ceilings, as it's a former factory. And this was a 1-bedroom at Canco Lofts. And that's sold for $423,000. And finally, over at Grandview, this is 22 Ave at Port Imperial, Unit 306. This is Grandview 1. There's also Grandview 2, which is next door. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,386 square foot unit, listed for $869, and it sold for $860, 25 days on the market. This community was developed by K. Avnanian in the mid-2000s. Concierge building. They have an outdoor pool, fitness center, residence lounge, very nice area, courtyard building, pools in the middle. And here you have a 2-bedroom with a terrace, and it has Midtown New York City views. And that sold for $860,000. Linked down below here on YouTube, you'll be able to download this snapshot of the market that I put together every week. And this is basically a snapshot of how many available properties are currently in the market, what it was like last week, what the levels were like last week, and also how many went under contract in the past 30 days, and the absorption rate, the rate at which properties are selling in these different areas. I'm not going to go over every single one here, but you can download this down below. If you have any questions about the market, you can feel free to contact me anytime, and I'll be happy to run through these numbers with you in greater detail and what it means. But basically right now, downtown Jersey City overall has the most supply. It is the largest area. Hoboken has very little homes for sale. It's at 48. Weehawken also only has about 35, but you can see here how many units are currently available and the pace at which homes are selling. Regarding your absorption rates, When you're at less than 6 months of supply, you're trending into a seller's market. When you're at more than 6 months of supply of homes, you're trending into a buyer's market. So generally speaking, downtown Jersey City, Hoboken, Weehawken, West New York, and North Bergen are all in seller's markets. Guttenberg is in a buyer's market right now, and so is Edgewater. I will caution, markets are very specific to the local area that they're in. So while Guttenberg may say it's in a buyer's market, it does not mean all properties in Guttenberg are experiencing a buyer's market. And just from personal experience right now, I will say that the waterfront properties in Guttenberg, especially Bulls Ferry, Jacobs Ferry, there's no supply and things are selling very fast there. So it's always good to look at these numbers, but always consult with an agent who can more interpret them and talk about the local trends happening. Sometimes it's building specific, area specific within a certain town that might be not representative of the overall town. But that's linked down below. You can check that out. As far as news articles, there's a church that's going to be converted into residential apartments. This is always pretty interesting when they do this. Church is being sold off in downtown Jersey City. It's on 37 Wayne Street, which is not far from Grove Street Path here. And it looks like they're going to convert this site into residential apartments. I don't know if the church was in trouble or they sold off the property, but the article will be linked down below. You can check this out. But this is in the historic area of downtown Jersey City. So be interesting to see what they end up building here and how they probably going to have to preserve the structure of the church for historic purposes. But there are several churches actually that have been converted into condominiums and apartments in the area. Hoboken has several. The Abbey on Hudson Street is one. And also downtown Jersey City has several as well. So when these properties do become available, it's always interesting to see what they end up doing with them. But on Jersey Digs, they are reporting that this building will be converted into apartments or condominiums. Not sure yet what's going to happen, but some sort of residential use to them. These videos come out every Monday. Feel free to comment, like, or subscribe down below. If you have any questions about the overall Hudson County real estate market, feel free to contact me anytime at walter@livingonthehudson.com or at 347-448-3766. All the buildings I discussed will be linked down below, as will the article and this document discussing the overall market. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.